Hey guys, Kev here, and I just wanted to show you this wireless Apple CarPlay device. And so I have one from a company called Fit Ally, and this thing's like $30 on Amazon, and it's almost flawless. The only thing I noticed was it is a little better if you download maps for Apple Maps or Google Maps. You can actually download offline maps or whatever. And then it seems to run a little bit smoother, but even without that, it's pretty damn solid. So let me see if I got all the lights on here. Yeah. So yeah, $30. You just plug this thing in. There is a way to upgrade it. I did that, or update it. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but the instructions come with it. It's fairly easy, but it should just be plug and play if you're interested. But I bought this just because I hate having to plug my phone into the truck to get Apple CarPlay. It's just annoying in this day and age. So I thought, hey, is there something out there? And well, there is. So I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to show you another one that a company sent me. Ironically, they reached out to me right around the time that I got this and was loving it. So I was like, hey, sure, I'll check it out. Theirs has extra features which sound cool, but to be honest, it just doesn't work as well as this $30 one right here. Plus, this is $30, not, $200 or whatever that is. I told them, hey, I really am not enjoying it, and why? And I'd be happy to send it back. I don't want to, just put out negative reviews. I could just send it back and not worry about it. And they were like, put up a video about it. It'll help us. I'm like, all right, cool. So anyway, let me show you the one I like here, the Fit Ally. I'm going to link whatever I can down below. And you just plug that into a USB port. If you have a USB-C, it comes with a dongle thing for that. Pretty straightforward. If you don't have Apple CarPlay, this will not work. So just keep that in mind. So you want to have your cell phone with you, obviously. And then you want to connect to that. You're going to do it. Just follow the instructions. Basically, you connect to it, I think, via like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. And then it connects it once. And then after that, you don't have to worry about it. So it should just auto connect. Now there are times where it doesn't. And then all I have to do is unplug it and plug that thing back in. And having to do that once a week is better than having to plug my phone in constantly. So I just turn it on. Usually by the time I'm out of the driveway, this thing's cooking. So here you go. We now have Apple CarPlay on the Ford F-150 here. This is a 2016. I actually had to I got a new USB module for mine, and I plugged it in. So I did a little bit of modding to the truck. It was real easy, but so if you have a 2016, you don't have CarPlay stock, you have to do that. But 2017 and on, they have it. It's the perfect so cut that off here. So here you go. You just have basic CarPlay. It's all the usual stuff here. We have maps. I always use Google Maps. We have your home screen kind of deal. And yeah, you guys get it. Apple Maps or Apple CarPlay. So that's the Fit Ally. It works really well. I mean, if I drive around, that's the thing I notice with these is you got to be careful because of lag, right? And that's why I say downloading offline maps makes the most sense. And what you do, it's honestly a smart thing to do in general in case you don't have service somewhere, even in when you're plugged into the thing. If you don't have service, well, guess what? You might not be getting maps. Now, usually phones or whatever, they, GPS, they do a good job of working with maps even when you have shitty service. But it's good to do, and all you do is go there, and then you go to the maps you like on your phone. Oh shit, I can just show you. So go to Google Maps, right? And then you want to go to the icon up here, and then offline maps right there. And then you literally just hit select your own map, and then you will be able to decide the area you want to show or you want to download. And I just downloaded all around Philadelphia because that's where I live, outside of Philadelphia. So I just downloaded all around Philadelphia. It was less than a gigabyte. I have a terabyte on my phone, so less than a gigabyte, and I now have all of that just downloaded on my phone, so I never have to worry about not having service and not being able to use GPS to get around. So if you don't do that, sometimes this guy will lag behind a little bit, and that's a little frustrating, because if you're coming up on a road and you're like, okay, there's whatever, and it's showing one street behind or a quarter mile behind, it's a little frustrating. So that can happen with this. I noticed if you kept your phone closer to the thing, then it would catch up faster. So I tend to just kind of put my phone right here. But nowadays, I just keep it in my back pocket. I haven't had a problem. So that offline maps thing helps a lot. All right, so let me show you this other one. So I'm just going to turn the truck off, and then I'm going to open the door. That should cut us off here. And then I'm going to pull this guy out, and I'm going to plug theirs in. Theirs comes in this little box thing. So you have this box, little fan on the back, and then you have your plug, and depending on your setup, you know, obviously they have an option for USB-C. So you just do the same thing. I like the other one because it has that little dongle. But, of course, you know, 50-50 chance of getting it right. Always get it wrong. So there we go. I'm going to plug this one in. Start the car back up. All right. And we'll see here. Now this one I noticed takes a little longer to boot up. And the one thing I don't like about this one is it uses an Android system. So you literally have to use Android in order to connect to CarPlay, which is kind of dumb, in my opinion. So here you go, it comes up Android. It's like, okay, I'm using Apple CarPlay, but I have to go through this to get there. And you can tell how long this is taking compared to the other one. The other one, what was it, like 10 seconds that sucker was booted up? So here we are. And you can see how it had to like locate me, because I just think it's a little laggy. Even with the offline maps, it feels laggy. Now, this one has the same CarPlay, right? So you have normal CarPlay stuff. But then, you see that little symbol right there? You can tap that and go home, and now you have this little Android system here. So this is where you can do other stuff, right? The problem I find with it is it's very, very finicky. Stuff just stops working, doesn't work at all. Like a lot of times from here, I can't even get back to CarPlay. That worked, so that's cool. Got it to work once. So here, one cool thing is you can use apps. So I know this is stupid, but while you're driving, you could watch Netflix or YouTube. I did set it up with YouTube. Now, here's what happens. See that? No Wi-Fi? Great. So you click on YouTube, and it's going to say, whoops, you don't have any internet. And it's like, dude, I have cell service. You know what I mean? So videos you download will appear here. So you could download videos, I guess, to watch. But if I go home, I can't because you're offline. So what I have to do now is get back. So I got to tap this thing, go home. Then I have to go to tap this icon for Wi-Fi. And now I literally, that's my home internet, which we don't want to connect to. So then you have to go on your phone and you have to turn on the personal hotspot. Personal hotspot. And then you have to set a password, which they tell you you have to set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See that up there on the screen? Please set the password. So I got to do all of that. Turn it on. So now I have hotspot on, and now I gotta go back, right? It never works the first time. You always have to back out. Even if I already had it on, always have to back out and go back in. Now it automatically connected. Great. Well, it doesn't automatically connect when you get in the car, which is very frustrating. I'll show you that before we leave here. So now I got that set up. So now I can go to YouTube, retry. Wait, right? I have good service here, by the way. I've been watching a lot of this channel technology connections, and then my kid watches Baby Shark, so click on that to start a video. It takes forever to load. Meanwhile, you're driving or sitting at, a soccer game or something.
Thermostat to raise the temperature. What really happens? Obviously, the heating system comes on if we're still in the heating season. But what did the thermostat
all we're getting
do
right
to
now
make that happen? Well,
is sound. We're not getting any video, right? See if I can.
3 things a typical thermostat can do.
So it's not even playing video because it just lags so hard. So let's go home. And then maybe we could try to go back to YouTube. And sometimes what I find is it just doesn't go back. It just won't work. It's working now. Look, now we got video down here.
Furnace to run the fan. Or
so there we go. We finally got video. It took, like 2 minutes. Let me just see if I go back. Okay, it is working. That's good because before it wasn't even going back to the app. It was like just totally jacked. Let's see. We can go back and see if CarPlay works. See if it kicks in. This is where I had trouble. I would try to go back to CarPlay and it just doesn't work. So what do I do now? What's that little symbol up here? Is that CarPlay? Oh, connecting. Let's see. Because we weren't connected already. We've been connected. It's just like, it's just too, the way I put it is like, it's 2010. You know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of shit you dealt with in 2010 trying to use technology. Like, see now, nothing wants to work right. CarPlay. Give me CarPlay. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to click one of these. And look, the Wi-Fi's gone again. Oh, maybe it's this guy up here in the corner. This one. It just keeps taking me back here. So, this is my frustration with this thing. So, I wanted to watch a YouTube video for a second, and now I can't get back to CarPlay. So, let's turn it off, just to show you. Open the door, shut the door. I'm going to kick it back on. And obviously, I haven't touched my phone, so hotspot is still on, right? Let me make sure. Yep, hotspot is still on. Turn the car on. Truck, whatever. You guys could tell me how long this takes because you have, we can all see up top, how long the video is taking. I'm at, what, like 20 seconds already? Closing in on 30 seconds. AI box. Then you gotta wait for this Android to load up, which I hate because I have everything Apple. I don't want anything Android connected to my shit. Like, I know that's dumb, but at the same time, it's like, we got to be closing in at 30, 45 seconds.
At the end of the Nashville game, so we don't know what
You know, I turn the radio off. Now everything turns off. I click on CarPlay. What happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Why? Why is nothing happening? So, there you go. And let's see, is it connected to Wi-Fi? No, it's not. It's not connected to Wi-Fi. Now, let's just see. I'm not even going to turn the car on. I'm just going to pull this thing out. And I'm going to find the other one. Uh-oh. Where did I put it? Oh, of course. It fell under this thing. So, it didn't even turn the car off. Let's plug this in and see what happens. Not even going to reset. It's going to, you know, see if that somehow works. Oh, use iPhone, Bluetooth to connect, CarPlay box. Look at that. Boom. We're up and running. That was what, maybe 15 seconds from when I plugged it in on a, not even just starting the car. Like I just fucking plugged it in. You know, sometimes more is not always better. So, you know, I would love to see this work with YouTube and Netflix and shit, which I don't really need because, I mean, look at it. Here's my phone. Here's my screen on my truck. Yeah, I mean, it's bigger, but I can just put my phone up there if I'm at a kid's game or whatever and I want to watch something. I can just put it up there. I don't necessarily need that. And obviously the resolution is not going to be anywhere near this on that. So maybe think about just getting rid of all that excess shit and just have it be a good wireless CarPlay adapter. Or find a way to make it work but not be Android. That may not be possible, but like maybe there's a app, you know, you could build so that, you know, on your phone you download the app and then it works with all that stuff. But I'm guessing the reason why is because Apple's very stringent on, you know, CarPlay and letting anybody use video while driving and shit like that. I totally get it. So I don't need it, but I just don't really think this makes sense. And I think it's like $150 to $180. So I would be absolutely furious if I paid that kind of money for this and then it did what I just showed you. You know what I mean? I would be pissed. Because you know what? I could have went and bought a Divo Knives Lush. Basically. Right? Could have bought a Lush for that money. So, alright. There you go, guys. I just wanted to do that because they asked me to. I recommend the Fit Ally. I'll link it down below. You guys go pick that up on Amazon if you're interested. Like I said, it is not flawless, but I absolutely love it. I've been using it for over a month, and it has been top notch. So, there you go. I love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.